brought you to this? What brought you to this day here?
Oh, I would have been here from the beginning. I'm a touring musician, so I've been out of town.
You're what?
I'm a touring musician, so I've been on tour. I've been out of town.
Okay.
But I read Adbusters magazine. I'm a subscriber, so I knew about this coming up for a couple months. I just happened to be out of town when it started, but I came as soon as I could.
Is this pizza going to be back? Because I may be back to get some of that.
You want a slice? Yeah, it'll come back around.
No, I don't eat before I finish work. So
Okay.
Again, your name is?
My name is Gregory Fox.
Give the Adbusters give that website. Do you have that?
Just Google Adbusters. ADBUSTERS.
Okay. How many pizzas did you serve today? How many people you think have come through this?
Oh man, so I would guess 200 pies so far today, maybe a little more than that.
How far away is this pie being donated for? In other words, they call the local pizzerias.
Right.
They put in the order.
Right.
They pay. They give their card.
I don't know all the details, but I know they keep coming in, and nobody even really knows where they're coming from.
So
they just keep coming
throughout the world.
Every hour we get huge deliveries of pizza. They take a couple of dudes come piles of pizza, so we keep it coming.
And your name again is?
Gregory Fox.
And you're a touring musician.
That's right.
You're in a band?
I play in a few.
Oh yeah? Okay, give us a couple of bands.
Guardian Alien.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hanging out next week with Ian Lloyd, Stories and Social Hero.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Ian's a buddy of mine, so we get this at the music building.
Right.
They rehearsed at the music building.
Yeah.
This nurse was marching here like 2 weeks before the occupation.
And I do believe you're the centerpiece of this interview right now because of the worldwide pizza. You really laid it out for our listeners. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Look, I'll tell you what. Look in. When you get a chance, this is going to be airing on audiobookradio.net.
Great.
In the next few weeks. My name is Herb Malsman.
All right.
So look for it. I'm going to try to get it on sometime in November to keep it topical.
Okay.
But it'll be audiobookradio.net.
Okay, cool. Well, you can just call me Greg. Greg.
You got it. Great. You got it. Thank you. Okay, we're moving along. Wow. Holy cow. Look at this. Pizza coming in from all over the world. Calls coming into pizzerias over here and supplying pizza. And everybody's lined up. There's pizza, there's salad, there's bananas, there's drinks, there's all this is hi. You seem like a very interesting person. I want to get you on it.
What do you want to know?
Just kind of watching on the fringe.
You can take my picture if you want. I'll
No, I
smile
only
for
have
you.
radio. My mom told me I have a perfect face for radio. So
Oh, really? So who are you? See you around. Ciao.
My name is Herb Malsman. I'm here for audiobookradio.net and the UK.
For
Hi,
what?
John.
Radio who?
Audiobookradio.net.
I don't know who that is.
Well, they're out of the UK. Hi, John Mayfield. Hi, John. We're waving to
I don't know who that is.
Anyway, you'll be on. Your name is?
Well, I'm not sure I know who your program is. My name is Judy.
Judy?
Yeah.
You're here as a protester today? Or just kind of
I'm just very happy. I feel very happy. I'm very happy to be a human being with a voice.
So you're not
and a
protest,
context.
You're just here to be part of the...
I didn't say that. No. I said I'm very happy, and all of this interpreted as is proud to be a human being with a voice. And among people with no ego and a loud voice.
You know, it's amazing. I've been interviewing folks, and then I saw the pizza line over here, and I got to speaking to Greg, and he was telling me the pizza is being donated. They don't even know where the donation, but from throughout the world.
I've read that on the blog.
And sending pizzas. And
everything is donated, from my understanding. It's all from farmers and international.
From throughout the world.
Yeah.
They're getting these pizzas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Just had to be happy. I'm going to move around for a little bit, and then I'm going to look at all the water. There's plenty of water here. There's plenty of what's going on. And what's going on, folks, we got three guys. Are you a protester or just passing through?
No, I'm here to support it, yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Talk to this guy, he's got a lot to say.
You got it, okay. My name is Herb Malsman. Your name is?
Vic.
Vic, what's happening here today? And how long have you been here?
I just came down today to support these people who have been putting their bodies on the line, because this is perhaps the catalyst for America realizing that this is one enemy with many faces, and it's about money. It's about money that controls the destiny of our nation and our people and policy. It's who can run for office, who gets elected, and the legislation that's passed by the people that must have money to continue to rule. And it encompasses environmental action, banker greed, corporate abuses, war, military-industrial complex. It's so many faces. Property taxes, they're forcing seniors out of their homes on a local level. So many aspects, the faces to the crime, the heads of the Hydra. But this may be what pulls this together. Already you're seeing different demonstrations of a similar nature around the country, and this is going to take off. It's going to take off.
And it started here.
It started here.
Yeah, you're on the front line. Tell us, really, give us a minute on your personal story.
My personal stories?
Your personal story. Tell us about you for a minute.
Listen, I live simply so that others can simply live. So I've always worked for myself. I don't have a straight job. I have skills, I have tools. I was lucky to have a father and a mother with vision, and I have a home. If I can pay the taxes to stay in it. What I'm fighting for are the rights and future of other people, of children all over the world who need a future. They need a future with clean air, with clean water, free from death and destruction, and war, for-profit war that's destroying the future. From corporate greed that casts ideas in the garbage dump and replaces them with the power of money, just money. And our president, who ran as a progressive, who gave people, young people, progressives, average Americans, the center, great hope, betrayed us all and showed his true colors as soon as he was elected by firing all the progressives that worked for him, that put their lives and their fortunes on the line for him, and he fired all the progressives. He hired the people who were responsible, the Reubenites from the Clinton administration, who were responsible for the rescission of Glass-Steagall and who were part and parcel to the economic downturn, as they call it, which started here with people making millions and millions and billions of dollars, and millions of people lost their homes and their jobs so that others could be more wealthy. Now, I believe there'll always be rich and poor, but there shouldn't be people who are so rich and people that are so poor. And the children of the poor should have free health care. They should have free education so that they can change the way their lives have been, and to have a future. It's unconscionable what's happened. It's unconscionable what our Congress is doing. When you're elected to office, you have to make $10,000, $30,000, $50,000 a day to get reelected. That's what you focus on. You don't focus on the people's business. You don't focus on policy. You don't focus on truth or on honesty or on justice. You don't focus on the common good. You don't focus on any of that. Your moral compass is no longer functional because money has destroyed it. And that's what this is about. This is about we are the 99%. And the 1% that controls our nation, controls our destiny, controls our future, controls all the policies of all those different heads of the Hydra, that has to be smashed.
Some of them are watching from the buildings, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, and drinking champagne.
Vic, thank you very much. Sorry to take you away from lunch. Thank you. Okay, moving along, we're coming through the park. We're past the beach line. We're going to come back and get to that beach. Coming through here, the Fiji water, it's just wow, holy cow! And again, it's being donated. This is just great stuff. Okay. A lot of signs. American land of the free, home of the slave. That sign, people giving out pamphlets. So we're going to try to reach this one, giving out pamphlets here.
But I understand. We're going to start from here at 3 o'clock, and we're going to meet the unions at Foley Square, and then all of us together are going to march back here.
No, it's almost 3 o'clock now, right?
Yeah, I think things are a little crazy today.
yeah.
Running a little behind.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me try to reach. I'm sorry. Your name?
Kristen Chow?
Hi, Kristen. You're here today, and what is your organization saying? Socialist Party USA. Tell us about your party and why you're here today.
Sure, I'm with the Socialist Party USA, and we're here at Occupy Wall Street because we believe in a society where people have a direct democratic voice in the things that are going on in their lives. We believe in a society where education, healthcare, housing, and jobs are a right, not a privilege. And we believe in a society where the great majority of wealth is used to benefit the whole of society rather than a few wealthy people. So we support Occupy Wall Street because we see it as a beginning of a movement that encompasses many of the things that we believe in, and we see Liberty Square as the beginnings of a microcosm of the kind of world we want to see, where people are free to express themselves individually and to have individual voices, but yet come together collectively to create this wonderful, wonderful place.
Are you a New Yorker?
Yes, I live in the Bronx.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's a New Yorker. I'm from Brooklyn, so
Yep.
we're both New Yorkers. Have you been here from the beginning, or did you have to get involved in this?
I haven't been sleeping out, but I've been in and out since the beginning. I've been here, I was here the first day, and then I've been here 2 or 3 days a week since then, coming down, seeing what's going on, helping out, and it's been really amazing to see how things have evolved and become more streamlined and become more complex and a real living organism.
Have you had the pizza yet?
I have had the pizza.
That's an amazing story right there.
Yes.
Were you here when the arrest was now? We stopped over 50 minutes after the arrest was being on. Were you here for when the arrest was?
I was arrested on the Brooklyn Bridge.
You were arrested on that? What
Yes.
happened that day? What was going on?
We started our march from the park here, as we do every day, and it went up to City Hall, and I guess the original idea was that we would take the pedestrian bridge, but it seemed clear that we had been given space to take the car bridge, and so we went, and when we got about halfway, we were suddenly surrounded by police, trapped in a net, and were told we were all getting arrested.
What do you mean trapped in a net?
They're using these orange nets, similar to the ones that they used in the RNC in 2004, and they got
Right.
sued for, and they literally pull the net around everyone, and everyone inside was arrested.
So you were kind of like so many fish.
Yes, it's exactly how it
Fished up.
works.
You were
Yep.
fished up. So they took you to what precinct? Did you go to different precincts?
We were split up all over the place. I was sent to the 7th precinct on the Lower East Side, but some people were far less fortunate and were sent to precincts in the far reaches of Brooklyn,
Right.
and were detained for about 10 hours, including spending about 5 hours in handcuffs. And we were not given food. We had water, but only one time in the whole 10 hours. And it was just evident. I don't feel like it was any maliciousness on the part of the officers who were at that location, but rather a complete lack of resources to handle having such an influx of people who needed to be processed.
Were you questioned at that time?
We were not questioned, but friends of mine who were arrested said that they did see people pulled out for questioning.
And how long were they kept you in a cell, or were you in a cell?
We were in a cell. There were 9 women in a cell.
Fingerprinted?
We were not fingerprinted, and we did not have a photograph taken. We were all given desk appearance tickets to return at a later date.
And what is a desk appearance?
A desk appearance ticket means you hadn't been fully processed through the system. So they take your name and your information and then give you the time to come to see the judge. So we didn't see a judge.
And when are you due to see the judge? Do you know yet?
November 18th.
And what do you expect is going to happen?
I'm hoping that all of the charges will be dropped for myself and everyone else involved, and the National Lawyers Guild is providing representation for all of us who have been mass arrested.
And what is the official charge?
My official charge is disorderly conduct, and I've seen charges ranging from failure to comply with a police order to criminal riot, which is a Class E felony.
Right.
So, but it seemed that they were giving charges randomly.
Okay, you're gonna have this. And you're gonna have that.
Exactly.
I got obstructing traffic.
I'm sorry.
Are you asking the charges that the protesters received?
I'm sorry.
Are you asking about charges of protesters?
Right.
I was arrested Saturday on the Brooklyn Bridge, and I know myself and a majority of the 700 people I was arrested with, we all got citations for violating or obstruction of traffic and illegal occupation of a public road. So it's like a $25 fine.
So it's a fine. And your name?
I'm Stephen Cron.
Stephen. And when are you supposed to appear?
December 15th.
So you're December 15th, and your name is?
Kristen,
Kristen. And when is your?
November 18th.
So November 18th and December
15th. And I know my court date is with 500 others that were arrested on Saturday.
Wow. And how many you got in your court date?
I don't know.
The lawyers guild that I spoke to, they were waiting for us after we got released from the 9th precinct in Brooklyn, and they said that our court date is the same as about 500 others.
Wow. So you were in the far reaches of Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, about mid-Brooklyn.
Mid-Brooklyn. That's far reaches.
Oh yeah. Well, they crammed us on city buses because they ran out of police transports.
Wow.
Yeah, they brought city buses out. Now the transportation union is boycotting the NYPD because they won't do it anymore.
Were you folks together?
No.
You know him from the arrest? Were you part of the net?
The net?
The orange net?
Oh yeah.
So
There were 700 people in the net.
and you don't know each other. Well, here you go. So you both were in the net.
Well, yeah, we were both. Yeah, we were on the same location, sure.
And you don't know each other.
No.
And what is your name?
Steven.
Steven. And your name is Kristen.
Kristen, yep.
Steven, Christy.
Nice to meet you.
Kristen,
Nice
right?
to meet you.
There you go. Okay, they were in the net together, but meeting now for the first time.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Either way, have a good day. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you for coming by. You kind of added a little flavor to it.
Who are you with?
I'm Herb Malsman. This will be appearing on audiobookradio.net. It's out of the UK. And just look for audiobookradio.net. It should be on sometime in November.
Okay.
Okay, I can't take cards from everybody, so I just got to give
Thank
it
you.
there. audiobookradio.net. Thanks, Steve. Have a good day. Okay, we're moving along, and eventually I'm going to get to the end, and then we'll let's kind of move along. There's a lady I want to speak to over here that's dressed up, and she may be performing. Oh, it's tough to get around. Let's see if I can. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to walk around the perimeter a little. The place is jammed. I'm going to say probably 800 to 900 people here, maybe more. And a lot of signage being painted. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And just moving along. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Okay, we're coming along. I do want to see this lady that's all decked out. I'm going to look at her outfit. Of course, a lot of media over here, people passing by. Tour buses, tourists coming to New York City, and they get to see this, and it just adds to the art of. Okay, I'm looking at for a nuclear-free and carbon-free future, and I sure would like to have this. Lady come up. She's in a gas mask. Can we speak? I guess we can. Radioactive waste. It looks like I rely on your empathy. It's costing the earth new power a dead end. And she's almost a robotic. And there's a sign here, end the Federal Reserve, and more signage, and folks moving along. And Oh, let me get out of the U.S. Sorry. Some very impressive cameras here. I have a college degree. Where's my effing job? Can I speak with you for a moment? Where is your effing job?
I wish I knew.
Okay, tell us a little bit back. Are you kind of new to the demonstration, or have you been?
I'm new to the demonstration today.
Yeah, I had a feeling you're the first because you're kind of on the perimeter a little bit, and you seem like you haven't really been good. So what brought you here today?
I'm a little bit claustrophobic, so that's why I'm on the perimeter.
You're on the perimeter.
Yes,
And again, did I get your name?
Sandy.
Sandy. Okay, Sandy, a college degree, huh? And yeah, that's how you spell that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was laid off in 2009. No unemployment at this point, and that's my story.
What's your
And I
company?
can't find a job.
What company were you with?
I'd rather not say.
You don't want to say. Okay. What is this since you've been reading about these demonstrations now, I guess, and what inspired you to come today?
Okay, I have waited all my life for people to rise up like this. For years I've been saying, why doesn't anyone do anything? So I just couldn't sit at home. I live about, a long bus ride away. And I just couldn't sit at home while all these other people were doing the work and participating. I had to come down here and be a part of it.
Congratulations. This gentleman is with you?
Yeah, that's my husband at the present time.
At the present time?
Your husband at the present time.
Explain that.
I've been married before.
Okay.
It's good. He carries my bags and he takes care of me. So, luckily, he does have a job. So
It looks like your
without
present,
him, I probably couldn't survive.
It looks like your present husband is where you should have been heading, heading in the right direction.
He just gets a kick out of it when I say that.
Okay, there you go.
He likes it.
Your name?
By the way, you've got tape on your shoe.
Oh, it's part of the
As
demonstration.
long as it ain't poo-poo, he's
Your
okay.
name is?
Madison.
Madison? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hope you,
Good job.
where's my effing job, folks? Fill in the rest of the stuff. Thank you
Nice
for your,
meeting you.
thanks for your direct approach.
Okay, take care.
Okay, moving along. I'm going to be heading over to try to find Alberto. I kind of think you got. I hope we have a sense of what's happening here today. There's some people across the street. Of course, there are police lines up. Folks across the street just watching from the outside looking in. Don't try to make me feel bad. I just laugh at the Monopoly guy. And this is not a photo op. Okay. Okay. We're moving along. There are police everywhere. You've got stanchions up. You've got police communication vehicles. You kind of get there's music happening here. We're going to come back and kind of step on the outside here a little bit. We are going to kind of come back here. And that's what's happening at the. That's what's happening. Workers United, arrest bankers. Arrest bankers. That's the sign over there. And this is what's happening. This is the Occupy Wall Street demonstration, protest going on. And the police are moving along, trying to keep. It's kind of peaceful. Stop fracking. Cuomo, be our hero, not a rat. Johnson & Johnson suspend an attempted murder, NYPD. Let me just get this gentleman over here for a moment. Johnson & Johnson. Sir, can we speak? Your name and explain the sign.
Sean Dix. I invented this oral care product, floss rings, back in 1993. I took it to Johnson & Johnson in 1994. I didn't realize that the sterilized floss segments that I invented exposed the fact that they had tried to sell their dental floss as sterilized and surgically clean 125 years ago. Needless to say, they tried to put me out of business. They engineered a hatchet job on CNN. Just before the product went into the National Museum of Dentistry, I tried to pursue justice. Johnson & Johnson threatened to kill me. If you go to this website down here, you can actually listen to their death threats. Several years later, I was put in federal prison for trying to expose it, and then I was poisoned, just as they said I could be poisoned in a near fatal poisoning by my dentist who put a syringe of fluoride under my tongue. I have a board-certified toxicologist, a former chief medical examiner of New York, Michael M. Baden, and a chemist who stated I suffered a severe and lethal poisoning. The DA, the FBI, and the NYPD will not even allow me to file a criminal complaint. And if you take a look at the back of this paper, you will see that Florida State University, as well as J&J, stated my business was worth over $250 million a year.
Okay, and I say Google.
All of these articles, by the way, are online. Professor Emeritus James H. Fetzer wrote an article, and he's the founder of the Assassination Research Journal.
Okay, and again, you can Google CNN
J&J
ampersand
J, and you will see Sean Dix, The American Dream and Justice. If you Google James Fetzer, Sean Dix murder, you'll see James Fetzer's article, and if you Google Sean Dix poison, you'll see the entire forensic pathology criminal complaint, 798 files with J&J threatening to kill me, all of the forensic results, everything online.
And you are Sean Jackson.
Yes.
S-E-A-N-D-I-X. I'm sorry, I said Sean Jackson.
No.
Sean Dixon.
No, Sean Dix. S-E-A-N-D-I-X.
Well, okay, Sean Dixon.
No, not Dixon, just Dix.
Wow, okay, Sean, S-E-A-N.
D-I-X.
D-I-X, like Fort Dix. There
yes,
you go.
Exactly.
Okay, Johnson, so Google CNN, J, ampersand, J, and then the rest of the information you just gave.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Take some with you and take some free samples. It says right there, if you look at the back, I should have been able to produce 1,000 jobs and $250 million a year.
Wow.
That would help, at least. Take some free samples with you.
And what are these?
These are the floss rings.
The floss rings?
Yes. Go ahead, take a handful.
Floss rings. Okay, my daughter will like it too. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck. Okay, that is what's happening here. That is what's happening. Bail out Beethoven, not bankers. Tax Wall Street transactions. That is what is happening today. Here on at the Broadway and Liberty. Still waiting for Alberga. Tourist buses coming through. As a tourist, you got to say, wow, amazing. This is what was happening in the city today. I'm trying to get this stuff put in my pocket here. Okay, maybe I can do that. Okay, tax the rich. And I know we can't speak with the police. Has it been pretty calm here? Calm today, huh?
It's getting a little louder.
Yeah. Do you kind of, without mentioning names or anything, do you kind of sympathize with some of these folks?
People can do what they want.
Sorry?
People have the right to do what they want, I guess.
Yeah. But it's been pretty calm except for that little thing happening at the bridge.
It's pretty calm. You get a couple here and there, but everyone for the most part is very clean.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. It's getting really busy over here. We're back basically where we started. And I'm looking for a friend, Al Burgo, and I'm hoping I'm going to run into him. And we're back at the music again. 4.
No, they're all here.
Okay, I don't know what the number count is. Okay, I'm going to kind of move across the street. Maybe I'm just going to keep this thing going here. I'm going to go across the street. Maybe I can find my friend Al and get a piece from him. And I don't see him. Let me check across the street, the bank. Okay, again, as I cross the street, we're at Cedar Street and Broadway. Cedar Street and Broadway in the Wall Street area, the financial district of Manhattan. And again, my name is Herb Malsman. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker. This is New York City Visions. You're listening to us on audiobookradio.net. How you doing, John Mayfield? So here we are. Boy, it's a beautiful day here today. Nice breeze happening. And that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put this on pause. And then I'm going to call Al Burgo, see if I can find him. and then we'll try to do a piece without. Let's put this machine on pause. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to try to find out. Excuse me. But my battery seems to be wearing down, so I don't want to lose this whole piece. I'm going to shut down now. You're listening to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Herb Malsman. We're going to shut down. Thanks for tuning in. I'm losing my battery. Let's shut it down now. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks, John.